You're in Washington today. What are you hearing? What's the reaction to what has been said about the U.S. president by the president of the Philippines?
Well, I think it's mixed. On one hand, I've been seeing people. In fact, I was in an auto store yesterday getting some tires replaced, and it was the talk of the crowd waiting for their cars to be done, and people scoffing at Obama, saying, and in a way, supportive of the kind of crass way that the president of the Philippines behaved. The kind of more established class, I call them the strategic class in D.C., looks at what Duterte did as really disgusting and as beneath the decorum that a leader ought to be dealing with, President of the United States or any other world leader, that kind of behavior is unacceptable.
How in the world does the White House deal with this type of behavior? Can it do anything more than just cancel the meeting with Duterte?
Well, I think right now they're going to try to demonstrate things by example. To deal with your question very seriously,
Yeah.
The way the president managed this, I think, was very important. He said, Duterte is a very colorful guy. I was just with another very senior cabinet official that said that his public persona is hard to calibrate. I mean, they're using diplomatic discourse to talk about this and to push it under the rug. But of course, the real issues we worry about are things like the South China Sea and the Philippines' claim to a certain degree of sovereignty there and their tug of war with China over that area of the world, and they see us as an ally in that process. So Duterte has not shaken the core interests of the Philippines and the United States together. What he's done is he's raised the cost of pleasantries from the President of the United States. What Duterte's trying to do is to bring this down to a crass kind of, street fighter personal level. Most heads of governments won't allow that to happen. So he's going to be an outlier in kind of global leader-to-leader relations. People will get used to it. They'll get to know what he's like. But we don't have to worry about the system becoming that. The system and people expect their leaders to be aspirational, to be civic-minded, because, most of them are worried about the kids and what their kids are seeing. Yeah. So this is driven by the concern over the behavior that kids see, and eventually all leaders kind of try to be reasonable with one another.
All right. Steve Clemons, thank you very much for taking the time from Washington. We appreciate your insight. Thank you.
Brent, thanks very much. Take care.
All right.